smoke signals from around the campfire.
Hello, everyone. In a sense, my proposal is perhaps the most grandiose of the lot. It's about calendar reform. It's down as calendar room, but this is calendar reform. So my proposal is that we change our calendar, which seems like an impossible task, and I'll tell you why. So we use the Gregorian calendar, which was introduced by Pope Gregorius XIII in 1582. And at that time, the Catholic Church was trying to get Easter to be the same time in Europe, all over Europe, because people celebrated the spring festivals at various times over, say, 2 or 3 month period, and to consolidate the power of the Church that was entering into Southern Americas as well. And so they issued a papal bull, a decree, and formed the Gregorian calendar. So prior to that, there had been various forms of calendar developing from Babylon originally. And in Babylon, they created the idea of the 360-degree circle, which divided the heavens and time into a flat plane and took the power of the 13 away. Now, the 13 is a number that is deemed to be superstitious in our culture. And of course, that number is a relationship, more or less, between the lunations, i.e. the moon's circuit, and the sun and the earth. So in one solar year, there's approximately 13 moons. And of course, we know the link between the moon and menstrual cycle of women. And so that we are in a time, basically the Babylonians created this calendar. They took the power of the 12 and created these 30-minute segments of time. And it's in my long 2,000-word thing. I recommend you read it. It's very hard to do this in 3 minutes. But the basic premise is that we've been locked into a false timing frequency, which has been slowly refined over time. So from Babylon, then forward to the Gregorian calendar, which then created a 24-hour day. The day prior to that was measured by sundials and water clocks. And so you'd have a 12-hour day of 30 minutes. But the night wasn't measured. The night was like the dream time. The night was a time where it wasn't needed to be measured. It was only measured because the church created the hours, which were times of a religious observance throughout the night and day. So with using hourglasses, they could create this edited experience of time. And from the Gregorian calendar, that then created a 60-minute hour, rather, so that doubled the frequency. So in a sense, your minutes were halved. And of course, now we live in a time where we have nanoseconds and picoseconds, so we're editing things up more and more. So other calendar systems that developed through time, particularly Mayan time science, and again, there's something about this in the article, which I've studied at great length. It's one of my obsessions. Well, there we don't have time, do we, to go into it? You have to read the piece. But the basic premise is to create a calendar, just to sum up, which would be 13 28-day months and 1 day out of time, which is a day for forgiveness and cancelling all debt. So that's the key. And so the idea would be that would then be essentially the end of capitalism as we know it, because at the end. Okay, thank you.